Have you ever thought about that there are topics in the Bible that I want to learn how to understand, and I want to know how to understand what the Bible says about a certain thing? How do I go about doing that? So, this video, we're going to walk through how to do that. That's why I have a screen share scenario for you. Um, this video is a part of a larger series of videos called Virtual Coach, in which we walk through practically how to do different things in the faith. The more Bible study version of that is in the playlist called The Disciple. But this one, we're walking through practical ways to do things, and this ultimately ends up being a Bible study anyway. But we're walking through how do I understand what the Bible says about a given subject matter. And so we're going to do a test of that. So you'll notice that I am currently in Bible Gateway. So I'm going to move some of this around. Bible Gateway. So if you just Google Bible Gateway, you'll end up to this website, and it's basically a search engine in the Bible. And so you're going to start with searching for the word that you're interested in. So in this case, we're going to do a study on what does the Bible say about angels. So we're going to start out by typing in angel and hitting enter or clicking search. And then what this is going to do is it's going to tell us everywhere that the word angel is used. And I'm going to start pulling those verses together to start getting ideas of what angels are and what they do and their nature and all of that kind of stuff. So I have a document set up here. Now you can do this in whatever kind of document you want to take notes or do it on a notebook. But we're going to do study of angels. The official term for it is angelology. And I'm going to kind of get this set up for myself. And then I'm going to begin to take verses. And so you'll notice it puts it in book order. If I wanted to narrow my search to just what it says in certain particular books, you can see that here. If I wanted to narrow it to just the Old Testament, just the New Testament, I can do that as well. This is putting in a book order. There's options here to click in context, which would take me to a larger portion of this passage or the full chapter of it. I can compare other translations. Those are options that I could do. And the less knowledgeable you are of each of the contexts of these verses, the more you're going to want to do some of that digging to make sure you're getting the actual take on what's being said. But for now, we're just going to lift the statements that are happening. And I'm just going to be listing here. So I see Genesis 16:7. The angel of the Lord found her by the spring of water. So I'm noticing the angel is doing something, which actually I am going to note that, because sometimes maybe the verse isn't really relevant to what you're studying, even though it uses the word angel. But in this instance, I am going to note this. So this is Genesis 16:7. Angel interacts with a human. And so I'm just going to note that that does take place. Angels interact with humans. That's the first thing I'm noting. 16 verse 9, same thing. Although actually, so I'm going to include that verse 9 indicates the same thing, but I'm also going to note that Genesis 16:9 demonstrates angels commanding a human. And I'm typing faster than that. My computer's just catching up with this. So sorry for the delay. Then next would be Genesis 10. The angel of the Lord said to her, I will surely multiply your offspring so that they cannot be numbered. So same kind of thing in interaction. And basically here, though, I could tell in 16:10, we're getting an indication that an angel will speak on behalf of God. Speak on behalf of God. Okay. So again, I'm just working my way through and noting what's being indicated in the statement that is being highlighted. And the angel of the Lord said to her, "Behold, you are pregnant and shall bear a son." So again, more messaging. So we're going to add that verse to here, 11, because it's carrying the same concept forward. Then we move to Genesis 19:1. Two angels came to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gate Sodom. So we get more interaction going. Genesis 19:1. Angels interact with human. See that hourglass thing there? Hopefully we don't. We'll take care of that later. Then we get Genesis 19:5. The angels urged Lot, saying, "Up, take your wife, 2 daughters, for here, lest they be swept away in the punishment." God heard a voice. Okay, so this is where it would be helpful. Now I know this story, so that's why I'm knowing what to indicate. But if you're reading this and you're like, I don't know if there's something here, you might want to check out full chapter or in context, because I know that in this story, the inhabitants of Sodom and Gomorrah demand that Lot make the angels available to them to have sex with them. Now, there's a couple of things to think through there. So, people demand to have sex with them, but did the people know that they were angels? Again, sorry for the slowness of the computer catching up. I think it's just slow because I'm using record screen, perhaps. So the people, did the people not know that they were angels? Did they know they were angels? Did the people, was it possible to have sex with angels? I really doubt that from what I know from other places. But again, all we're doing is just we're exploring and asking these questions. So that's what we get from Genesis 19:15. Then we move forward to Genesis 21. And you can see how this can be a very time-consuming exercise, especially if what you're looking for covers a lot of ground. I am going to note, too, at the top here, that I am words to look for, words looked for. So we did angel. We might want to do messenger. We may want to do, if we want to include demons in the same category, because they are of same nature as far as what they're made of. Demon, spirit, Satan, Lucifer, devil, enemy. All these are terms that we can look for. Okay, and so eventually we'll get to Open Bible, but I'm gonna stop there for this video. We'll get back to more of this down the road, but I'm just gonna make a note for myself in here that I left off in Bible Gateway angel at Genesis 21:17. And then when I have time, I'll just pick this up again and keep doing that. And I'll in future videos, I'll keep walking this out to show you how you piece together a study of a particular subject matter in the Bible and get an understanding of what the Bible says on that. So if you have any questions on that, leave that in the comments below. And as always, if you live in the Pittsburgh area and would like to grow in your faith in person, we'd love for you to join us. We're Bethel Assembly of God at 2501 State Street, Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m., and Sundays at 10 a.m. Or you're always welcome to stream with us. We stream our Sunday morning 10 a.m. service live on our YouTube channel, Bethel Pittsburgh. But may God bless you.